my channel. I am a graphic designer and a marketer. I run a small business called Toti. I'm the creative designer for it too. So Toti basically is an African fashion brand. We make accessories made from the African material. A normal day would mean waking up at 5, sorting out orders, bag orders for my business, going to school. I am currently enrolled in a project management class, coming back home and taking motherly duties, reading some more, cooking, cleaning. It's a whole array of things I do on a normal day. And then in the evening settle and then work a bit on my business. Valery say as a woman we have some special powers. Of course it's draining, but we are all looking for a brighter future. So you say it's draining now, but my pension will be awesome. So that's what I'd say. Period to wait before you join campus, and my dad just felt I would be very distractive at home, so he was like, at least you draw funnily but nurture that talent and see what will come out of it. I did a graphic design course, graphic design and fine art. I was a horrible painter. I think I had a D when it came to fine art. And then I joined University of Nairobi, studied diplomacy and international studies, but I majored in international security. Actually thought they'd enroll me in military, but then they just looked at me and said, man, you're so tiny, talk to me, come I'm cookie. So after I graduated, I've always had a passion for fashion. I just used to dress just completely different. You know, guys are coming in class with black suits, and here I am dressed like this and just walking in class. But I've always loved fashion, anything to do with fashion. And I remember when I was in primary, I used to scribble some very funny looking, what are they called? Funny looking drawings, because I viewed myself as a designer, so I had all these designs I was doing. And right after campus, you know how with the job situation in Kenya, I decided to go back to my first love. So with my product manager guy, the one who makes the product, it took us almost 3 years to be where we are right now. So it was trial and error, bags failing, money going down the drain, but eventually we got to where we are right now. It hasn't been an easy journey. We are still continuing with the journey, by the way. But yeah, so I went back to my first love. I had just done a bit of a pause, then I went back to where I was supposed to be. So here I am having the time of my life with my business. Completely unrelated. I'd say graphic design does help me a bit, but what really drove me here was, I find whenever you're walking in town and you're seeing women with these black plain colored bags, I just found it so boring. Maybe selection of colors, because graphic design deals with colors, pairing and all that. It helps when it comes to picking fabrics for my bags. But what really drove me here was how I felt the fashion space in Kenya is a bit boring. There's no creativity. If you go to any normal office, most women's bags are either black, white, it's plain. And I felt like it just makes the office space equally, when you walk out, it just makes it feel so boring. So I felt like we need to bring the playful side of bags, if I can say that, to our country. And also felt it's high time we consumed our own products, because African fabric, African products are beautiful, you know. So why should we shy away from that? So that was. I'm I'm the firstborn. I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. Equally, I'm the tiniest. They're all bulked up. They're like, I have 3 bodyguards, which is advantageous. Growing up was actually quite fun. I had strict parents, but they gave us a bit of a breathing space. I'd say my parents invested a lot in our education. Actually, they're the ones who have taken me again back to school, because they invested so much in our education, and as much as they did that, they always they equally encouraged us to chart our own ways and figure out who we really are. I'd say they did their level best, because if not, I wouldn't be here. So my childhood was amazing. We used to prank each other a lot with my, can I call them tiny now that they're bigger than me? Can I really call them tiny? With my tiny siblings, a bit of fighting here and there, you know, kid being kid. Motherhood is amazing, but it has its challenges. Most people don't show you the challenge part, they show you the fun bits. Bringing life into this world isn't as easy as movies portray, and it's actually easier compared to raising a child. So it has its challenges, mostly when the baby is sick, and then you know this, when you have a baby, it's like you're given a blank book that you have to fill up, and the filling up is very different. With technology, changing times, all this, it's quite a challenge. But at the end of the day, when you see them running to hug you, I think that's just perfect. It's perfect. When you meet with your sufurias on the door, your spoons, your plates, you wouldn't have it any other way. So yeah, it isn't easy, but it's fun. It's a fun challenge. It's a fun challenge. Okay, when I started the business, I was working for a real estate company. So the salary, my final salary when I decided I am going all in, is what I used to jumpstart the business. Yes, the capital. I just said, let's risk it. So I took that capital and started the business. Also have a very supportive group of friends. They buy my products. Whenever someone wants a bag, they're like my first line of marketers. You know, they say like, we have a friend who has this unique, they share. And also belong to a few group of women in business. So it's like a small community where women uplift women, which is super nice. Moving away from this mentality that women can't support women. Actually, women do support women in Kenya, and so I have quite a number of cheerleaders who push me through, and then I have my parents there who push me to my limits, and the desire that I want this to grow into something way bigger. Oh, and also my child, when I remember school fees, that really powers me. That really powers me. You know, you need multiple streams of income, but what led me here is I feel not only Kenya but Africa as a whole, we need our own power fashion houses, you know, like there's usually this Paris Fashion Week. Why can't we have Kenyan Fashion Week, you know, have our own African inspired outfits, handbags, accessories, headgears, you know. It's a bit annoying. Okay, I find it a bit annoying that someone will walk around with a Louis Vuitton bag, you know, and they're so proud, like, I bought this bag at 100K. Why can't they walk around with their own African-made accessories? It's mostly the brand, you know. Why can't we have our own African powerhouse brands, you know, that even Europeans feel like, yes, I'm walking around with a tote bag, you know. They take videos, it's a tote bag, it's an African. So that's what inspires me. I feel like there's a huge gap in the fashion industry. I feel like we are consuming a lot of Western products and not our own, and we have so many beautiful things down here, you know. Mine. I'll start with mine. I think I know another bag. It's called Nisisi. Is it Nisisi Factory or it's Narciss? See me, I tell you, want me to say like Kikois, Akala shoes. I don't know names, but I just. Have you ever been to Kariako? Let me throw. Yes, that's a whole warehouse. Now should they start picking like this Kikoi, all these spear and shield, mirrors. I have seen so much, but now the only down part is they don't have names. They're creators with no names. But I have been in contact with a few. They're mostly small businesses. Can I remember the names? Oh my god, you've put me on a blast, by the way. We should go offline so I Google and then I come back. One model or one key model with my business is let me take this bag. You see this print? By next month I won't have any bag with this print. I do limited edition pieces for each print, and I'd say that's my unique point. So if this is the bag you love and you don't purchase it immediately, next month you won't find the exact same one. I like to tell myself as I have a keen eye for fabrics and patterns. It just comes naturally. I assume if I love that print, people will probably love it. Creative people will love that print. So I don't have a specific method that I use to pick fabric. It's if I see something creative, something colorful, something unique, I go for it. I take the risk. So that's basically mine. My bags go, it depends. Today I'm having an offer, but they mostly go for 2,500. They actually go for 2,500, unless it's this really small sling bags. Whether you can slot a belt and tie it to your pants, to your waist, and just walk around. It's like a round fanny pack, but this ones go for 1,000 bob. These ones, all the rest go for 2,500. But I have bigger ones that are currently out of stock. They got sold out. Those ones go for between 3,000 and 3,500. Yes, limited. Even this one is the last one. The what is it called? I had quite a number, but they all got sold out. So yeah, I have today being I am not where all the products are. I just carried a few, but I will show you what I have to offer. This is my favorite print. I think I just love the prints. I feel this would be so awesome on a Friday night out or a Friday in the office. You know, Fridays when everyone is chilled out. It's leather infused with Ankara. I still don't have a name for it, but the only name I can think of is it's a hexagonal bag because of the shape. This is the same print, by the way, but now this is denim, like denim jeans infused with Ankara. You'll never see this anywhere apart from here. So another favorite piece of mine is this one. I love the pattern. It's still leather and Ankara, but the shape is slightly different. How many am I showing? This is my favorite. It's among my favorites. It goes with same with this. I call it the semicircle bag. I'm not sure it has hit the Kenyan market yet, but you can get this from Toti. So yeah, I have so many bags. I can't show all of them, and there are just so many. But mostly, if you can see it, I have some very colorful. This one would be good for a Saturday or a picnic out of town, and it can fit a book and a lot of necessities for us ladies. I am yet to venture into the guys side, so it's work in progress. We are designing some bags, like backpacks for guys, and gym bags. You know, Nairobi has become a gymming nation now, so as I said, I find plain bags very, very boring, very extremely boring, and I just feel it's time we changed the narrative, you know, and moved from the boring into this colorful space. Also, when you have a very colorful bag, you know, it lifts up your moods. You know, when you have something colorful, you just feel like the whole day is a colorful day. Do yourself, if you wear all black, like right now, I feel very when you wear all black or when you wear something very colorful, there's something with color and moods. Yeah, so that's I think what changed my finances, the first one was the capital. Yeah, that capital I had, or my last salary, or my last supper. So that one changed it. I do get investors or people who are interested in investing large sums of money, but I equally feel it's a work in progress, you know. As a small business and someone tells you you need to give away 50% of your business, it becomes a bit tricky. But for now, we're in talks, it's a work in progress. But if someone feels like they want to be an investor, feel free to reach me. I'm sure tutakosana tutakosana bei. I'm super cordial. I have never had issues with any client. But most maybe it's because it's a continuing journey. So at some point probably I'll have issues. But for now it has been super nice. Most of my consumers are not based in Kenya. Kenyans purchase too, but my best was an order that was going to Europe, and it was for 10 bags. Someone just said, pack for me 10 bags and ship it my way. They even, you know, Kenyans would, because with Kenyans they'll first start bargaining. Okay, some do bargain, but this one there was no bargaining or anything. They were just pack and ship. They put faith in someone they've never, they've never met, you know, someone that they've never seen, someone they've never met, and they just told me, pack and ship it my way. And that one was the best. I've also had a few, mostly from referrals from my friends, someone just calling you up out of the blues, deliver a bag. Yes, deliver a bag in an hour. I'm trying to think of a bad experience. I cannot imagine. No, maybe I should hike my prices. Then people say, I have a website. You can actually shop from the website. It's www.toti.co.ke. Toti is T-O-T-I. Actually, it stands for Totally Timeless. I was just sleeping and then I thought Totally Timeless. On Instagram, it's Toti_KE. When you see that page, you'll just know it's because it's very creative, it's very colorful. And on Facebook, it's Toti Kenya. So yes, hit me up. I can't wait to get your messages on it, because I understand some people who prefer to actually walk in and see the product. The simplest way is just send me a message. I'm very active on social media. I think I even sleep on social media. I have a bed slot on social media. Just send me a message and yeah, I'll respond. Me, myself and I. I have a whole team. I'm a whole team. I'm a walking team. So yeah. for everyone who's starting off, or for everyone who's starting a business, you need a mentor. You can't handle. How will you even know how to file for tax returns? I do have a few ladies I look up to, mostly business owners. So they're the ones who encourage me, tell me you should do this here, you should not do this there. And I think if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't really be here. And they actually do a lot of referrals for me to their friends, and then the network grows. I still have bags, but what I'd say is follow your gut and do what you love. And as youth and as young people, we need to remove this mentality you can't survive if you're not employed. There are so many avenues and so many untapped businesses, mostly in the creative sector, we can venture into. But you have this mentality, you need to get employed, you need to do an 8 to 5 job mostly to make it. And equally say running a business is not easy. It's a lot of work. Be prepared for less sleep, stress. There are days you hit losses. There are days KRA sends you an email with your file returned. So be ready for the challenge. It's not as glossy as they paint. In this case, it's suit. I'm running a multi-billion-dollar. But if you're patient enough, if you surround yourself with the right people and you have the right attitude, you go far. Yes.